Hey guys, it's finally here from Saucony, the Endorphin Pro 4, and today I'll be giving you my first impressions review. So the previous version, the Endorphin Pro 3, I totally love this shoe. I have over 260 miles on mine. It's actually time to retire them. And with this new version, I have one run done. It was a 20K run, and I did some 400-meter intervals. And let's get started with some of the stats. So the Endorphin Pro 4 has a stack height of 40 millimeters in the rear, 32 in the forefoot for a heel to toe drop of 8 millimeters. The Endorphin Pro 4 has seen a slight weight increase, with my men's size 8.5 weighing in at 7.7 ounces or 218 grams. Just like the previous version, the upper and lockdown on the shoe is very, very nice. There is a new tongue. The tongue is very long, but I haven't had any issues, and it is integrated into the upper. It's all one piece. Breathes just fine, no issues with the laces, and for those of you wondering, the insoles are not removable. And as far as fit goes, it does fit true to size, and it is quite roomy. It's not going to be that typical race day fit that's ultra narrow. So in terms of fit, it is going to be more accommodating to a lot wider ranges of foot types. Now the midsole, Saucony is of course using their Power Run PB midsole. However, this is the first time that they're also using their Power Run HG midsole foam. So that wasn't in the previous version. It is, however, in their even more top tier racing shoe, the Endorphin Elite. And to be honest, I don't think they're using a whole lot of that Power Run HG foam in this new midsole. For me personally, it feels very similar to the Endorphin Pro 3 midsole, maybe just a touch softer. But overall, that isn't a bad thing because that shoe was outstanding. In terms of how does this midsole feel, it's soft but not ultra squishy. It's certainly not as bouncy as some of the other competitors in the race day category, but how this shoe transitions through your foot strike is very, very smooth. Saucony calls this their speed roll technology. In terms of a rocker, this shoe doesn't have a really aggressive rocker like so many of the other shoes in the race day category. And if I had to give some characteristics to the ride of the shoe, I would say smooth and efficient, comfortable and quick. This of course is a neutral support shoe. However, for a race day shoe that has a 40 millimeter stack and it's not an ultra squishy midsole, combine that with the extra wide base, this shoe is pretty stable feeling for a neutral race day shoe. And then if we look at the outsole, it's hard to tell on mine because the rubber is the same color as the midsole, but plenty of rubber coverage. It's kind of in this lattice pattern, and again, just like the previous version, grips just fine on wet pavement. All right, so what did I think after my first run? Like I said, I did a 20K run with some 400-meter intervals. The 400-meter intervals were on the track. I did 11 of them, and I came in kind of at that 106 mark. And then outside of the 400s, it was just all easy to steady running. And just like the previous version, the shoe felt fantastic at all paces. So many of the race day shoes currently on the market usually only feel good when you're running really fast in them. And I think this shoe, just like the Endorphin Pro 3, is very approachable from all abilities of runners. So the previous version, the Endorphin Pro 3, that is a shoe that if I had to pick one shoe to do everything, it would be that. I had no issues daily training in the Endorphin Pro 3. It felt so nice at slower paces as well as faster paces. The Endorphin Pro 3, I'm sad to retire it, but this was a special shoe for me. This was the first shoe that I broke the 110 barrier in the half marathon, and I feel like this new version, the Endorphin Pro 4, is for the most part going to check all the boxes that the Endorphin Pro 3 did. You can almost think of the Endorphin Pro 4 like a video game character. You know, let's say you're playing a fighting video game. You know those characters that are good to very good in every category versus some of the other ones that might have full strength but no speed, or lots of speed and no strength. Well, the Pro 4 is going to be good to very good in basically every category, which is great. I think for a race day shoe, this one is going to be, in my opinion, probably one of the more approachable ones for a wider range of runners, both in terms of it's going to provide a better fit than a lot of other race day options, as well as this shoe feels great at all paces. It's not a particular aggressive shoe. And then you could also think of that as maybe one of the cons about this shoe. Nothing about this shoe is ultra aggressive, which some of us, that's what we're looking for in a race day shoe. And then maybe another con for this shoe is none of us like to see this when a shoe gets heavier in the next version, even though it's pretty minor in this case. All right, so going forward for me, I actually have the Vancouver Marathon in about 7 or 8 weeks, and I'm trying to decide between 3 different shoes. This one, the Endorphin Pro 4, or the new Hoka Cielo 1, that's actually coming in for me tomorrow, or the Mizuno Rebellion Pro 2. It's my race day shoe for Vancouver for the marathon is going to be between one of those 3 shoes. But in the meantime, I will still be doing some of my key marathon training sessions in this one, and it's making my feet and legs happy. Oh, and as far as price goes, the Endorphin Pro 4 retails for $300 here in Canada and $225 in the US. And for a shoe that I probably would put in the top tier category for a race day shoe, that's coming in a little bit less expensive than some of its competitors. All right, and I think that's going to be it. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any questions about the shoe, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.